The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has announced the postponement of the governorship election in Ihiala local government area, Anambra State, following alleged irregularities discovered in most communities in the council area. The announcement was made during the collation on Sunday by the officer in charge, Ahmadu Umar. According to Umar, there were 148,407 registered voters in the local government area, yet there was no election in the council area on Saturday due to the activities of some politicians who tried to rig the election. The exercise has been rescheduled to hold on Saturday, November 13th, 2021, as the INEC official warned troublemakers to stay clear of the venues where the election will hold in the Ihiala council area. Daily Post reports that Anambra State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. Sidon Adenoba, had alleged that a politician in the area and his group had tried to rig the election. He noted that some of the hoodlums have been arrested by security agents in the area. Now, I do not understand what is actually happening. What is happening? Like, I don't think this one have been done. This kind of a thing that's happened though, that you shift an election to like maybe 1 week. I mean, no. This particular one, I don't know how true this particular one is. But if it is true, then I'm saying, then this is even the more reason why the National House of Assembly should sign that particular electronic voting and electronic accumulation of results into law. It should be the more reason why they should sign it into law, because I mean it is going to save time. It is cost effective. It is cost effective. You will spend less. You at the end of the day, you get accurate results. It's very timely too. I mean, I do not understand why these people have not seen the advantages and benefits of these things. The people's choice is what is going to be reflected. You will not have somebody, rigging the election like this, trying to do this or that. Sincerely, it will not happen. There is nothing, because it is electronic, electronic in nature. So, you can stay anywhere, you can do your thing. Sincerely, I do not understand why it is seeming like it is such, like a huge, like something that will not benefit, that you need to check and check and check and check and check. Sincerely, it is going to be like a breath of fresh air. It will be like the breath of fresh air. Because this particular election, we have tried it. It's just like you have been trying one thing for a very long time. You have been going through one particular route. You want to go to, for instance, you want to go to a place, and you've been using one route, and that route has been giving issues. And they keep telling you, why don't you just, follow this one or this one and see what it is going to lead you to? Perhaps you might find, how am I going to put this now? You might find it to be shorter. Now, because you are used to that particular route, you're not saying no, that you're not going to, you're not going to leave that particular place. That is the place you want to stay in, and all that. Not minding, how am I going to put it? How this particular one now, an old method has been failing you. Why not try the new one? This particular number election would have been the perfect way to run this electronic voting and electronic accumulation of results. It is going to be that way. It is going to be that way. This particular incident now, that is this rigging of election, will only further cause any agitation going on in the southeast region part of the country to be increased. It is already heightened. This thing is already like a glow. A kindled fire already that keeps going up. I mean, these people, a free and fair election is what these people want. I do not understand why people will, want to be at all costs want to be in that particular governorship seat. Anyone who by hook or by crook is saying at the end of the day they want to be there by all means, believe you me, that person is already saying that he or she is not the right candidate. Sincerely, if you are a very competent candidate and of course will make a very wonderful governor of a state, I tell you, you're going to want nothing to do with the rigging, and you will want the best interest of Anambra State and the citizens of Anambra at heart. That is it. But if this rigging, if there is rigging in it, if people want to do it by all means, I must be there, or I must, emerge as the winner, that is when you start saying that this particular, that means the person's election are not clear. That means you're just saying that particular seat as like a piece of, a cake that, you want to just go there and have a slice. I tell you, the people of Anambra need someone neutral on all grounds. On the grounds of ethnicism, okay, yes, they are, it's just a state election. It's a state election, but that does not mean that, some local governments will say, let's just pick this person or person. This is not what any state needs in Nigeria. In fact, and I just hope that the people of Anambra, just like Nigerians, have learned that it is very wrong for favoritism or nepotism to replace, merit now and competency. It will only create further problems. Look, Nigeria has been plunged into a lot of problems because there is ethnicity, there is tribalism, there is nepotism, favoritism, religious sentiments, and, favoritism. All isms have caused problems. Nigerians and the people of Anambra should know that this particular decision that they are trying to make is going to affect them or stay with them. This choice will stay with them for a period of 4 to 8 years. And so they need to be very careful. They have to have a very clear mind doing it. So I do not understand, even for the fact that this particular issue now comes up, I'm telling you, I don't think it has ever happened that an election, you shift it to just one local government. Except this news now, there is no truth in it. But if this news is particularly true, and INEC has said this, it is something fishy is going on. And a lot of fishy things have been happening from the fact that information getting to us was that 24 hours to the set big day of election, they changed the person who was supposed to be in charge of the security operatives. And I'm saying, why make such a change, And, we started hearing that in some areas there was no security operatives. And, some areas like that, there was no, the so-called equipment were faulty, all those things. And you start asking yourself questions. For once, let election go free and fair. And let Nigerians be disappointed. Sincerely, disappointed, the what I mean was, they expect that this issue will come up. But let somebody who is going to change status quo, let something happen that will make people say, an election that can be free and fair. And at the end of it, nobody will hear of rigging or such. I mean, that is what everyone and even the Anambarians need right now. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of